Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing great. This world has some insanely passionate beings who are in constant search for answers to their curiosities. They wander in their minds carrying some of the brilliant ideas which is unprecedented, untarnished, unknown by the world, untouched by the world. So these ideas are here to be expressed. No matter one tries to suppress them, thinking it to be nonsense, unreal, stuck with fear of failure. What if I pursue and I fail? Fear of criticism, mockery, fear of success. I choose this idea and I become successful. What if once after I become successful, what if I can deal with that success? So these questions might help us temporarily reject those ideas, suppress them, keep it aside and say to ourselves that yes, I'm a sane person. I deal with my life just like anybody else. I'm not going to do something that involves risk. But some of these ideas are so intense and they stay here for a longer time that they penetrate our minds, completely shake our logical approach towards life. They engulf our consciousness and push us to an extent until they're brought to some use, some expression. So it's a mad urge of one's inner self to express one's truth as art through an artist. So after we take up the call, yes, obviously, the so intense, it depends how long the ideas sustain depends upon the energies associated with them. Some are so vehement that we are left with no option but to take up the call and try to just convince ourselves that let's see what it has in store for me. And on the way, what seemed to be unreal now comes up with thousands of possibilities that we realize that, oh my God, I'm lucky that I was chosen for this. There's no one way to deal with something. These ideas are brilliant, original. Now, this takes a lot of courage and also incurs disappointment on the way. Failures, disappointments are inevitable, be it any field for that matter. For musicians, dancers, painters, craftsmen, martial artists, cinematographers, movie makers, actors, engineers. Creativity involves a lot of introspection, self reflection. There are people who deal with this in the most productive way. They take every problem as opportunities and they say, okay, no matter what, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go for this and see. If I fail, it's okay, but I'll be at least happy that I've given it a shot. But while some of them go through tough times, a period of existential crisis, we question about our purpose in life, our, the reason behind our existence. Sometimes these disappointments based on the circumstances that we are put in make us think that, you know, that there's no use of living. It seems like the foundation on which our life was built is crumbling down. There's no one to stop or support. There's no shoulder to rely on. So we are stuck in this period for a longer time, and that might lead to depression. So it is during those times, it's sort of an ordeal, test of time, test of one's strength, willpower. It is during those times that our loved ones have to support, be with us, understand. Yes, this girl or this boy, this person has some different ideas. It's not all nonsense. No thought is nonsense. No thought. Every thought can be put to some use. Only if we know what it is and how to deal with it. For that, we need support. See, if we see something from the perspective of conditioned life, everything is conditioned. Yes, we have certain obligations to fulfill. So we look for something that helps us to put food on the platter, have roof over the head, and pay our bills. So we must support each other in order to bring the best works out. With the burgeoning demand for visuals, people are keen in investing in something that looks great rather than the quality, the purpose of the work. So this has stopped some of the best works from coming out. some of the best artists from presenting their works due to the lack of understanding from the society, support, and also the fear of rejection. There are umpteen number of street musicians, artists who present their work and try to make a living out of their work, but the amount of interest given to them is very much least. And we invest more amount of money and time into following something that appeals to our sight, looks opulent. So there is this reservoir of enormous amount of ideas still untouched, unknown, undiscovered, just because we don't show interest, we don't have time for this. Appreciation has to waft through every corner and recognize those arts that's suffocating and provide oxygen of support in order for it to survive. This is how we can make this world a better place, heal the world by supporting the right artists, no matter what platform, how small or how big. It's not about how rich it looks, but the quality of the content, the talent, the skill, that's what matters. So let's support each other. Let's give time. If your friend is writing a story or composing a song or building something, say, yes, I'm with you, buddy. I support your idea. It feels great. It's a nudge you give to their dreams. You encourage them, you motivate them, and keep them going during tough times when it seems all impossible. And you never know, some of the masterpieces, marvelous piece of art is engendered from there. That's still unknown to us. So we don't want to miss enjoying the bliss of, the beautiful works. Art never has to walk or stand with the head held down. We have to bow down to the real art. Art is divine. So let's support real artists, not just based on how it looks rich, but the real talent, and make this world a better place to live in. Without art, the world would suffer. The world is still happy because there is art. There are artists who think out of the box, who try to connect with what is real. Thank you.